Hello, my name is Jeff with Jeff's Auto Paint Restoration Service. We're making this video to show any adjusters, paint contractors, or anybody that has an overspray problem to give me an email. I want to show you how we're doing this. Come over here. This is a carbon-tipped razor blade. We only use this because epoxy paints are very tall. Clay doesn't work very well. We use it in conjunction with the clay. This is a buffer here. We use a wool pad. And instead of a polish or even a compound, I prefer to use this product here. It's BC2. It's actually a wax. It's in the low abrasive scale there. First we shave it if need be, if the clay doesn't work. Then we buff it, polish the paint, get it, actually restore it. Come back and orbal it, remove the swirls, seal it. This is a very good product here, or we'll use Zano or a 3M, McGuire's, whatever the customer wants. Again, if you have an overspray problem, I think you should watch this video, and I think you'll find it interesting. Also, I have a 2.5-minute video on trim and molding pieces too, which you can save a considerable amount of money. Anyway, thank you very much. I like to put the wax on the car, leave it on there. When you're claying through the wax like this, you don't hear anything like the scuffing noise that you normally hear. Remember what I was telling you about when you're claying, to clay in one direction and don't do all those crazy circles? Because when you're claying in one direction, it's like a piece of furniture. You want to stay in one direction with the grain. Because you know what scuffs it is whenever they don't clay in one direction. They're like, wee, wee, wee. And it creates those spider web effect. Right here. You see the abrasive scale?
Right.
Low. C2. Now this orbital, it'll take out swirls and scuff marks. See how tight the circles are there? Nobody likes using one of these because they're heavy. And it's a little bit more work, you know, but in the end, you could never do that by hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could never. But like I said, when you clay through the wax, it's like a layer of something, you know. If you just clay regular paint to paint, you will scuff it. Dude, that's like glass, man. Look how smooth it is.
Oh, it's nice.
Dude.
Sweet, like a mirror.
And she was a little scuffed up, you know, just from normal wear and tear. Check that out. Yeah, see the reflection?
Nice.
You come a little closer. Yeah, so when you don't wear anything, that means you're cutting down on friction. And when you clay through the wax, you're polishing it as you go. Because think about it, you're claying through wax. So you're polishing it as you're going. You can feel the resistance too. Once you hit that dry spot, it had a nice little heavy mist on it. That's without even waxing it. Look at that finish. That's with no wax. Well, that's claying through the wax. But look at that finish. It's perfect. Now, if you clay this thing out in the sun, or without that little bit of wax protection, it will scuff it. And they do it every day. I don't know how people get away with it. You know, as far as overspray companies. See how I turned it just now? Did it like that. You don't want to keep it on one side forever, because if there is something underneath it, you'll scuff it.
Is that just straight water?
Got a little bit of dishwashing liquid in there for the lubrication, because if you don't, it won't clay through the wax. So you got the lubrication of a little bit of dishwashing liquid, plus the lubrication of the wax. So you'll see it won't scuff this car. Well, most people, or most times, you will scuff a black car. If you do it this way, you prep the vehicle, wash it good, then wax it. And instead of removing it, clay through it, you'll be all right. She's a little heavy, but believe me, this here makes the difference on a black vehicle. Look at that paint, Matt.
Sweet.
Dude, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
perfect.
It's nice looking. Mm.
She's good. A little lower. See, you see there's no scuffs because look at the reflection of the floor from there to there. There's you.
Uh-oh.